Sound all right? I'm gonna close the door. Those of you on Instagram, good morning. We're gonna do an hour of yoga. Grab your mat and join us. That would be fantastic. All right. And I'll get rid of the that ambient noise out there. Okay. All right. Happy Wednesday morning here. Well, you know what I wanted to do, because I think so the Instagram camera is good, but I think if I change this, it'll give you guys a little bit better perspective. So just bear with me here for a second. And then let me see. Yeah, I think that might be a better thing. Let's see. I know, Dean, I just saw your text. You're absolutely right. I should be over at your deck. Maybe let's do it. Well, I can't really do it Friday, but maybe we could do next week if you're around. If you're around. We're not going, nobody's going anywhere. Nobody's going anywhere, that's for sure. Well, I don't know, maybe some people are going anywhere, are going places. All right. Looks like we're good. We're good. Yeah, I think that might be a better angle, because then if I'm there, you can sort of see the profile. Blah, 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 blah. All right, happy Wednesday morning, everyone. Happy Wednesday morning. Thank you for showing up. If you're newer to showing up with us here, we're gonna do a nice, good, solid, strong hour flow class. Today, our focus is gonna be more ankle, low calf, for my friend Caitlin, who has been doing this and sent me a message saying, I can't seem to get my heels down in the squat after 6 or 7 weeks of doing this. But there are some people, Caitlin and anyone else, that never get their heels down. So there's that. If you typically wear heels, it shortens your Achilles tendon. So if you walked around like this, I'm engaging my calves obviously to be up on my toes here, but if you're normally like that, so let's see what the best way to do this is on the block. If I'm like this, if I flex my foot back this way, you can't even see that on Instagram, but if I'm like this and I flex my foot back, what's stretching? The whole entire hamstring, low calf, right, and Achilles. Now, if I do this, if I point the foot, then there's no stretch, right? Or maybe not that much, but there's definitely less stretch in the Achilles and in the low calf. Now, if you take the same angle that my ankle is on and then put me in heels, then what happens? The whole entire Achilles and low calf, essentially, they get shorter and shorter and shorter. And so that's part of the reason. So we're gonna see if we can focus a little bit on that today. We'll see. Get some calf stretching in there. So that's what we're gonna do for the next hour and a half. Get a nice little flow, focus a little bit on some of the lower part of the legs. And again, if you're newer to us, this is my studio. We're officially shut down, but it seems like there's a glimmer of hope that we might start to open maybe in the next month or so, we'll see. That's pretty crazy, but we'll see, who knows. And we're doing this, I'm doing this as a service to people who want it. And if you can support us, then you can donate. That would be fantastic. A lot of people have, and it's been incredible to have all the support. You can go to 5pointyoga.com, which is the site for this, or you can just Venmo me directly, which all goes to the business, and that's at Teddy McDonald. And that's it. Otherwise, I hope you're safe. I hope you're healthy. I hope you're staying isolated or socially distant from people. And that's all the announcements that I have. So let's go ahead and step to the front of your mat. Bring your feet about shoulder distance. Bring your palms together. Close your eyes. Relax the shoulders. Start breathing in and out of your nose. Let the shoulders drop down. Let the top of the head float up. Breath smooth. In the first moment or two, you connect to that breathing. In fact, we're going to start with a little bit of breath. So inhale as deeply as you can. Hold that breath in. And exhale. Good. Again, inhale deep. Inhale, inhale, inhale. Holding the breath in. And exhale deep. Good. One more time. Inhale, inhale, inhale. Holding the breath in. And exhale. Good. And just pause. Notice your body. Notice your breathing. Set your intention to release stress, to heal, to strengthen, to put your heels down in a squat, whatever it is for you. And then open the eyes, take a nice big inhale, lift the arms up, interlace the fingertips, turn the palms up, stretch the shoulders. Breathe. So leaning back here just a little bit to stretch the shoulders. And I'm actually doing what I keep telling you not to do, which is push the chest forward and sink into the lower back. So avoid that. Engage the abdomen. And then just isolate the shoulders and the upper back and pull them back there. And then fold to one side. Nice, easy side stretch. Good. And then switch sides. Same thing. Breathe. Good. And then back to the center. Lean back, take a big inhale, and then fold down forward as you exhale. Hang forward and stretch. All right, right there. Interlace the fingers back behind you and stretch. Just gonna turn this off here. Do. So I don't hear some random whispering, which is really my own voice in the background. A couple more breaths here, stretching the shoulders. Good, one more breath, stretch. And then we're gonna release it and we're gonna go right into our squat. So you're gonna come down, bend the knees, sink down, and again, there's a bunch of different options and ways to do this. So you could be on the heels, right? Like our friend Caitlin and our friend Greg Louganis, who's still on his heels, even though he's an incredible athlete. So it just could be just the way the bone structure is. But regardless of where you are, I want you to sink inside the legs. So I want you to kind of push the legs apart a little bit. Part of it's hip stretching too. And I want you to lean inside. If you can, get the upper body inside and then lean forward a little bit. So it's a little bit of a rock forward and back just to start the process here. All right. Oftentimes it was so tight that we fall backwards. And so we want to, if you can, get the upper body in the middle. Now interlace the fingertips, all except the index fingers. Reach the arms up wherever you are. A few breaths. Good, one more inhale. Lift it, and then fold. Lift the hips, clasp the hands back behind you, stretch. And you don't have to straighten the legs here. You can keep them bent. That would be fine, but if you can, straighten them, stretch. And then release again, back down. We're gonna do 3 times. So see if when you go down, you can keep the heels down as low as you can. Get to the point where you have to come up onto the toes, but see if you can just kind of squat down a little bit more, maybe lean in, get that calf stretch, all right? And then a little rock, back and forth. Sometimes it works to kind of rock a little bit side to side. So you're kind of going forward. Like if 12 o'clock was forward, you're sort of going 2 o'clock, and then 10 o'clock, and 2 o'clock, and 10 o'clock. All right, and now interlace the fingers, reach the arms up again. A few breaths. Good, and then fold, clasp the hands back. Stretch. One more breath. And then one more time. Back in and see if you can do it this way. See if you can keep the heels down. Start to lower, 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 lower. Notice where you go to when you have to start to lift the heels. Then I want you to lean forward a little bit. So get a deeper stretch in the back of the legs. And then come down. All right, so again, it's all connected. So it's part hips, part knees, part quads, part ankles and calves and Achilles. And from here, a little rock, back and forth. Good, and then interlace the fingertips, reach the arms up, stretch. Good, one more inhale, lift it. Fold down, clasp the hands back, stretch. All right, and then release the arms from there, engage the abdomen, slowly roll up. Oh, my back, a little tender back today. Go ahead and make some circles with one arm, a few circles. This is day or class 45, you guys, 45. We're almost halfway to our goal of 100. So the 100 of these, 6 days a week is the first goal. Switch arms, and you don't have to do them. You don't have to do that many, but I'm gonna be here. I'll be here every day. So, you know, if you find the time, then I welcome you to come and join me every day. And now side to side, even post-quarantine, switch, switch. Oh, this is really good for my spine right now. A couple more. Good. All right. Sun salutations. Back to the center. Go ahead and bring the palms together. Take a big inhale. Lift the arms way up. Fold all the way down forward as you exhale. Extend that spine as you inhale. Look forward. And then step back to plank. Top of the push-up. Hold it here. Breathe. We'll go right into some push-ups. Abdomen strong. Lower halfway. Chaturanga. Press back up. Plank. Halfway. Chaturanga. Press back up. Plank. Halfway. Chaturanga. Push back up. Plank. 2 more. Lower. Press up. 1 more. Push up. Good. All the way to the mat. Gentle back bend. Lifting the upper body up. Shoulders pulled down the spine. For the moment, dropping the chin down, you're going to turn your head to your right side. Turn the head to the right and breathe. Good. Switch sides. Same thing. Good. Back to the center. One more inhale. Lift up a little taller. Stretch the spine. And then child's pose for a moment. And then downward facing dog. Come on up, tuck the toes, downward facing dog. And downward facing dog, this is a great opportunity to stretch the lower calf and Achilles and hamstrings. So bend your left leg, push the right heel down, stretch. At the same time you're pushing the heel down, I want you to lift the sit bone up. So that's a subtle move, but it's way different in the actual stretch. So tailbone up, heel down, breathe deep. Good. Switch sides, same thing. Good. Straighten both legs. Up on the toes, walk softly to the hands. Extend your spine as you inhale, look forward. Fold down as you exhale. Stretch. All the way up, nice big inhale. Hands together at the heart, exhale. Sun salutation A, we'll do a couple rounds, 2 or 3 rounds here. Arms up, inhale. Lift, maybe lean back a little. Fold down forward as you exhale. Extend your spine as you inhale, look forward. Step back or hop back as you exhale. You can step, you can lower down all the way. That's the easiest option. And then a gentle lift up into cobra, and then downward facing dog. Well, I saw a snake yesterday on my run. That was fun. Thankfully it was not a rattlesnake. It was a hot day yesterday here. It's sunny California. Palms flat, fingers spread, lifting the hips up, breathing deep. Up on the toes again, walk softly, or you could hop forward. Extending that spine as you inhale, folding as you exhale, all the way up, nice big inhale. Hands together at the heart as you exhale. Arms up again when you're ready, inhale. Fold down forward as you exhale. This time we can jump back, so halfway up, look forward, inhale. Step back or jump. When you jump, you work on landing in chaturanga, and then finish your exhale, come up to upward facing dog or cobra on your inhale, and then downward facing dog. Breathe. Fingers spread, palms flat, and breath smooth. Up on the toes again. Walk softly or hop forward. Extend that spine as you inhale, look forward. Fold down as you exhale, stretch. All the way up, nice big inhale. Hands together at the heart, exhale. One more round like that, and then we move on to sun salutation B. This is sun salutation A. Arms up, inhale. Fold down forward as you exhale. Extend that spine, look forward as you inhale. Step back or jump back as you exhale. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog, shoulders pull back, and then downward facing dog. From here, right leg goes up behind you, lift it up, hold it up, a few breaths. Shoulders over the wrists, knee to the nose, abdomen really strong. Lift it back and up. Forward knee to your left side, twist. Back and up. Forward up to your right side. Back and up. All the way forward to the hands. Pause here. Come on the fingertips or grab your trusty blocks. As you inhale, straighten the leg, flex the foot. As you exhale, bend the knee, drop the hips. So that's really important too, just considering that we're focusing on the back of the legs here today. As you inhale, like flex this foot a lot, and then you straighten the leg. That's gonna go way more into the back of your hamstrings if you're bringing the toes back to your chin. Right? If you're just like, oh yeah, okay, you know, this is not going to be as much of a stretch. It's going to be a different kind of stretch, which we're going to do actually. So one more time like this, maybe two more. All right, flexing that foot, getting the back of the leg. Now, what I want you to do is get the front of the leg. So now I want you to keep the foot flat and straighten the leg. Depending on you, this muscle here might be tight. It's called the anterior tibialis, anterior outside, tibialis, because it's next to the tibia bone. But right here, this can be a little bit of a tighter situation, which can also cause some inflexibility. So a couple times with the foot flat, and stretch, stretch. One more. Good. Now, warrior one, turn the back foot flat down, come on up. Breathe, arms up, shoulders down, breath smooth. Sinking down a little bit, breathing deep, clasp the hands back behind you at this point, lift the upper body up, draw the shoulders back and down, take a nice big inhale, and then fold down as you exhale. Stretch, softening the shoulders, breathing deeply. Good. And then come on back up, warrior one, inhale. Whoa. Hands down to the floor as you exhale. Take the leg back. Vinyasa, lower down. Upward facing dog. And then downward facing dog. Good. Left side when you're ready. Take the leg up, hold it up. Breathe deeply. Extending the shoulders, sinking that heel down, shoulders over the wrists, knee to the nose, abdomen strong. Lift it back and up, and then forward knee to your right side. Twist and squeeze, back and up from there. Forward over to your left side, back and up, and then all the way forward to the hands. Straighten the leg, flex the foot. Sound effects today. Inhale and exhale. Really flex the foot, so you're stretching the back of the calf and Achilles here. Oftentimes it just goes right into the hamstrings, which is fine and great, but if you can, and you get a big flex with that foot, you'll get more into the calf, and that feels good. It's hard to stretch the calf, right? I mean, unless you're against the wall, pushing back. That's one easy way to do it. Couple more like this. Boy. And then we're going to have the foot flat. So now keep the foot down, straighten the front leg, flex it. Bend the knee, and then straighten the front leg, flex. Bend the knee. Oh, don't flex. Sorry, don't flex the foot. Straighten the front leg, point. That's it. Bend the knee. Straighten the front leg, point. Feel that in there. Don't hurt yourself. Couple more. Good, that's it. Warrior one, turn the back foot flat, come on up. Warrior one, hold, shoulders relaxed, breath smooth. From here, clasp the hands behind you, interlace the fingertips, lift the heart up, bring the shoulders back and down, drop the head back, breathe deeply. One more inhale, fold down forward as you exhale. Our little guy slept all the way through the night. We can't believe it, we're so happy. Not only did he sleep all the way night, but Madison slept in her own bed, which is good. She's been hopping into our bed in the middle of the night. One more breath, and then come on back up. Warrior one, inhale, and then hands down to the floor, exhale, take the leg back, vinyasa, lower down, upward facing dog, stretch, and then downward facing dog. And we have to see if it's a fluke. For those of you that don't know, I have an 8-month-old and a 4-year-old, and sleep has been hard to come by in these last few months. Go ahead now. Make your downward facing dog active. So what that means, essentially, bend the knees for a moment, extend the shoulders, lift the tailbone up, and then slowly, with the knees slightly bent, start to draw the heels down. Keep the knees bent. That's more of a lower leg stretch. It's more behind the knees. You know, if you drive the legs straight, it's more hamstrings, which is fine. We'll do that in a moment, but I want you to see if you can find lower leg calf stretch here. Good. Now up on the toes. Walker hop forward. Extend the spine as you inhale, fold as you exhale. Chair pose from there, bend the knees, reach the arms. Whoa, I almost fell back. Don't fall back. 30 seconds here. 30 seconds sinking into your chair pose. Chair actually, so normally we pull the hips back and sink the hips down. But in chair, if you lean forward slightly, which is not really how you do chair pose, but you will get a little stretch in the back of your legs. So do that for a moment, but then pull back. A couple more breaths here. So you're in the deep chair. And then stand, hands together at the heart. Good. Big, full breath. All right, and then sun salutation B, we're gonna go through 2 or 3 rounds. 3 rounds, we usually do. So chair pose first. Inhale, chair. Fold down forward. Exhale. Extend the spine. Inhale. Step or jump back. Exhale. Chaturanga, or all the way to the mat. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Right leg goes up. Right leg goes up first. Bring it all the way forward. Warrior 1, back foot turns flat. Reach up, inhale. Stretch, hands down. Take the leg back. Lower down. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Left side, take it up. Bring it forward. Warrior 1, reach up, inhale. Stretch. Hands down. Take the leg back. Vinyasa, lower. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. And we're gonna do a little extra stretch each time we get to downward facing dog. So bend your left leg, push the right heel down, stretch, lift the tailbone up. Optimize the stretch on the back of your right leg here. And breathe. Good, then switch sides, same thing. Tailbone up. Good. Straighten both legs. Come up on the toes. Walk or hop forward. Extend the spine as you inhale. Fold as you exhale. Chair pose from there. Bend the knees, reach the arms. Inhale. And then stand, hands together at the heart. Exhale. Good. Nice big full breath. I'm gonna do 2 more rounds like that with a little extra time in down dog to work the back leg stretch. Chair pose when you're ready. Inhale. Fold down forward, exhale. Halfway up, inhale. Step or hop back as you exhale. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Maybe chaturanga again. Downward facing dog. Right leg first. Take it up behind you. Bring it all the way forward. Warrior 1, reach up, inhale, stretch. Hands down to the floor, take the leg back. Vinyasa, lower down. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Left side, take it up. Bring it forward. Warrior 1, reach up, inhale. Hands down to the floor, take the leg back. Lower. Upward facing dog. And downward facing dog. And again, pause. Take a moment, bend the left leg, push the right heel down, but focus on the calf. Focus on the back of the leg, the calf, the Achilles. Breathe, focus on that area, and breathe into that area. You can lift the tailbone and still get your hamstrings too, but breathe into the area. Good, and then switch sides. Same thing, heel down, sit bone up, breath smooth. Good. Straightening both legs, come up on the toes, walk softly to the hands, or jump halfway up, inhale, fold down, exhale, chair pose from there, inhale, stand, hands together at the heart, exhale, good, nice, big, full breath, and then one more round, chair pose, inhale, fold down, exhale, halfway up, inhale, step or jump back, exhale, chaturanga, upward facing dog, maybe chaturanga again, downward facing dog, right leg first, take it up, bring it forward, warrior one, reach up, inhale, hands down, take the leg back, vinyasa, lower, upward facing dog, downward facing dog, left side, take it up, I'm singing, warrior one, reach up, inhale, hands down, leg back, vinyasa, lower, upward facing dog, and downward facing dog. You can tell me you don't want me to sing, that's totally fine. I don't have a great singing voice at all. Go ahead now and drop to the knees. What we're gonna do is go right into a little stretch here. So what you're gonna do is take the right leg forward. I wish I could belt out some like beautiful voice note, but I can't at all. My wife can, she's really good. And then you're gonna lean forward here. So this is, again, calf. So you're gonna take this foot back slightly, and then you're just gonna lean forward here like this here. All right. And keeping the heel down, even if you have to hold the heel down and hold your ankle down here, that's fine. But then just lean in and breathe. Even sometimes I can get a little bit deeper stretch if I just lean into my upper body into my leg. So that angle, if you can think about this as a 90-degree angle, and then you get a little bit more, right? 70-degree angle, 60, maybe 50-degree angle. That's what you're trying to do. So you're gonna, if you're tighter in your calf and low calf, the peroneals, soleus muscles, all these muscles down here, you will feel Achilles tightness. You will definitely feel this as you're going forward. So just a few more breaths here. And if you're flexible in this area, just hang on. Good for you. Couple more breaths, but this angle is good. And then you're gonna switch it. So just switch, simple switch. All right. Same thing, other side. Basically leaning forward like this and trying to work that angle, this angle. So here, 90 degrees, all right, 80, 70, 60, 45 would be a severe angle, I think. You know, if you look at some of the, I've been pulling out my old yoga books and some of the pictures of some of these guys from, you know, back 20 years ago, like Mark Swenson and the Ashtanga book, and these guys are just super flexible, unbelievably super flexible. Go ahead. That's all they did, right? They had nothing to do. They had nothing to do back 20 years ago. What were you doing 20 years ago? Nothing. Could have just done yoga for 3 hours a day. Good. A few more breaths here. What was that? Turn of the century? Turn of the century. I don't know. We didn't even have the internet back then. Yes, we did. For those of you that are curious, we did have the internet back then. Good. A few more breaths. I remember Y2K. Everybody's freaking out about Y2K. Good. Downward facing dog. Go ahead back. Take the legs up. Here we go. Right leg up when you're ready. Bring it all the way forward. Turn the back foot flat, warrior one. And then push the front leg straight, hands to the waist. So we've done this a lot in this last week, Parsvakonasana. Stepping the back foot a little bit closer. All right, but here's the way we're going to make this slightly different. Is you're going to flex your foot. So I'm going to rest my foot on a block. If you don't have a block, it's okay. But if you can, so you're just going to flex the foot, right? And then what you're going to do is lift the upper body up, start to lean forward. This is going to be a deep, deep stretch in the back of your leg. And again, if you can't quite flex the foot, that's fine. But if you can, great, just keep it flexed, right? So like that there, I'm not using the block. But the idea is to just get the whole entire back of the leg to stretch. Breathe deep. If you wanted to, you could take that leg and pull it back. Take the foot, and pull it up. And breathe. Good. Now, that's enough. Just a few breaths. Then lift up into a supported warrior three here. Supported warrior three. So both hands down. Back leg is up. Lengthen the upper body. Breathe deep. A few breaths. Good. Then bend the standing leg slightly. Lift your upper body. That's just for support. Now, straighten that leg again. Warrior three. Hold it. And then right hand down, left arm up. Half moon pose, not a long time. If you're more comfortable in half moon here, you can bend your top leg, reach for the foot, grab that foot into what's called Chapasana, and then stretch it. Breathe. Good. Release that. Look down, come back up if you can, warrior three, and then left hand down, right arm up, breathing deeply, lengthen the upper body and turn and twist. Smile. Good, one more breath, give it a big twist, open, rah. And then hands down, bend both knees, we're gonna go into our seated twist. Bend both knees, come on down. Whew. All right, so a couple different things here. First we're gonna do three different options today. So you're going to pull your knee in, lift your upper body up and stretch this glute. Underneath the glute is the piriformis, gluteus minimus, maximus, medius, all in there. Stretch it. Pull the knee in, lift the upper body up. Pull the hip down and away. Breathe. Ultimately calmer than that, but good. Now lean back, left arm up, hook it across. Here's our twist. Good. And then flip it, other direction. Lift the upper body up, turn and twist. Good. So now here's the third bonus that we're going to do. I want you to see if you can grab the foot, lift up. This is, inspired by my friend Gene. If you're out there, Gene, hi, how are you? Good. So go ahead and lift up. Breathe deep. Good. Couple more breaths, and then we're going to add a little twist. So if you can, you grab the outside of the foot and turn back here. A few breaths. Whoa. Good. And then release that. So we're going to uncross the legs, move back to our mat here, lean back, Navasana, boat pose. This has nothing to do with our lower legs and calves. It's all about the abdomen. So lift it up and breathe deep. I got our timer going. heart up, and if you feel okay, straighten the legs. If that's comfortable for you, straighten the legs, but definitely breathe. Lift up a little bit taller. 10 more seconds. 3, 2, 1, lift. Cross the legs. If you want to work on your core, here's the time to do it. Set the hands, lean forward, lift the knees. Yeah. Shoot the legs back. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. And we're not focusing on the core today, so I'm not going to explain that at all. Left side, take the leg up, bring it all the way forward, turn the back foot, come to warrior one, and then push the front leg straight, hands to the waist, step the back foot closer, angle it forward. So remember, we're lifting this foot up. It's going to give you a deeper stretch. You don't need a block, but if you had one, you could put it here like this, but flex the feet, lift up, lean forward, stretch. Hi, hi, hi. Oh. One side is typically tighter than the other, and for me, it's this side. It's definitely this side that's tighter than my other side. Ooh, yikes. Good breath, good smooth breathing. You can pull back. Remember, we did that on the other side. You could pull this foot up if you wanted to. Good. One more nice big breath. Give it a good pull. Stretch. And then you're going to lean forward. First into our supported half moon. So lift the back leg up. That back leg you want parallel to the floor. Toes pointed down, flexing the feet. You could even look back. All right. Lengthen the upper body. Breathe deep. Right leg up, or right arm up. Oh no, sorry. Bend the standing leg and then lift the upper body and breathe. Whoa. Whoa. Good. Now slowly open up. Hip opens, left hand down. Driving that back leg back. Here's half moon pose, just a few breaths. If you feel more comfortable and have the ability to bend that top leg and grab the foot and move into Chapasana, do that and breathe. Good. And then release it. Look down, come on back up. Right hand down, left arm up, reverse half moon, driving that back leg back, lengthen the upper body. Part of this is balance, but also part of it is stretching that standing leg. So a few more breaths. Good, one more inhale, twist. And then bend both knees. Right knee outside the left foot there. Good. Lift the upper body. Remember, we got 3 stages, 3.5 stages here. First stage, hug that leg in, sit up nice and tall. Pull your hip down and away from your body. Knee into the chest, sit up nice and tall. That might already be it. For me, it's already a stretch. But for you, if you're more flexible, you're going to need to find it. You're going to need to take that hip and kind of encourage it down to the floor. At the same time, you pull in. It's a concept called opposing action. In yoga, you always want to find the opposing action. So lift up and pull down. Right? Now from here, we got the twist. Lean back, right arm up, cross it over. So opposing action. My right arm's pushing into the knee as I twist into this, deeper into the twist. Oh, good, and now uncross. So you don't have to always find opposing action, but 98% of the time. Lift up and turn here, so you can push a little bit into that. Right, you give yourself leverage. You kind of ground yourself, arm into the leg, and then you give a little twist, counter twist. That's 3.5, and then we're going to take the this leg up. So now, reaching up here, pushing that leg straight, breathing deep, lift the upper body, breath smooth. Again, pull, if you can, pull the toes back. That's where you're going to get a little extra calf in there. You'll get the hamstring, but you get a little extra calf. And now we're going to do a little twist. So if you can, turn out, breathe deep. Good, one more breath. Yeah, good, all right. And then back to the center, back to Navasana, boat pose, slightly different variation this time. Lean back, start with the legs bent, bring the palms together, turn to your right, hold, abdomen strong. 15 seconds on each side. If you feel stronger, definitely straighten the legs. Good, switch. Good, back to the center. One more inhale, lift up, and then cross the legs, set the hands, step or jump back. Chaturanga, upward facing dog, and then downward facing dog. Good, downward facing dog, again, a little extra couple moments. Bend your left leg, push the right heel down, give it a nice big stretch. And when you do this time, bend your knees slightly. So as you drop that heel down, have your right knee slightly bent, so not fully locked out. Just that slight bend will allow the stretch to go down lower into the calf and the Achilles down there. That's what we want. And then switch it. Same thing. So you're bending the right leg, pushing the heel down, breathing deep. It's kind of perfect for a little post-run thing too. Yesterday, if you weren't with us yesterday, we had the Malibu Half Marathon and 5K crew with us. We live streamed to their Instagram account, which was fun. And Tuesdays, we're going to do that Tuesdays on a regular basis, and it'll be kind of more post-run, like kind of yoga for runners, kind of focus on Tuesdays for the next little bit. All right, straighten the legs, back forward, and then you're going to squat down again. We're going to see if there's been any change. So again, when you come down, get to the point where you feel maybe a little bit better. I feel a little bit better in here, a little bit more open. That's the idea, right? We're going to take our squat and we're going to do 3 sections. This does not count right now. So this is -1. This is the preamble. What I want you to do is take your feet wider than your mat, bring the forearms to the thighs, push the knees apart. And this is a fun little thing too. If this stretches the adductors. If you're not feeling a stretch in the adductors, it just means you're more flexible in that area. And in which case, I want you to focus on the low calf and Achilles in that angle. So you can do both, right? But just for the more flexible folks, think about this angle, the angle on the ankle, the ankle angle. What did you think about today? I thought about my ankle angle. It was fun. How was your lunch? Oh, it was great. Oh yeah, this morning I was thinking about my ankle angle. So great. Keep going side to side, right? And the idea is you find the stretch and then just kind of push into the stretch a little bit. All right, now we're gonna go ahead and walk the feet in a little bit more. So now you're kind of half on the mat, half off the mat. You're gonna squat down again, and we're gonna shoot for the ankle angle. So now this time, my heel comes up. I'm pushing in the direction of my toes. All right. This is more hips, but you're also getting, if you can, you're getting that low calf and Achilles. All right, and then back down the center, squat it down, squat it down. Let's see how it goes. Yeah! Woohoo! We did it! Yay! Hopefully. We'll see. We need a report. We need a report. For those of you that typically have to have your heels up, then let me know if you feel like there's a little bit more space in there. All right, and since we didn't do really any arm balances, let's throw in a little arm. Triceps, come on back up. Shoot the legs back. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. All righty, down to the knees. A little bit of, if you were in the squat, by the way, you can just go ahead and take a vinyasa, come down to the knees. We're gonna start winding down, but first a little back bend here, lifting the upper body up. Right hand down, left arm up, lean back. Unless I get another suggestion for tomorrow, I think tomorrow we'll focus on core and abs. Tomorrow's Thursday. It will be day 46, is that right? 42, 43, 44, 45, yeah. 46. Switch it. And when I say day 46, I mean class. This is my 45th live stream since the shutdown. 6 days a week, Monday through Friday, 60-ish minutes. Saturdays, 90 minutes for a full deal. Been trying to change it up a little bit. Trying to make it at least a little bit different each time, each day. A little extra focus. Go ahead and come on back. And then child's pose for a moment. Just let your back unwind for a second. Cool down. And then we're going to step right into pigeon pose. Pigeon pose next. So downward facing dog. And then step the right leg forward for pigeon. No. There's, I'm looking across the way there, construction. They're basically tearing apart that hall. They must be building a huge building over there. You're going to build a huge building so big that you're going to be able to be 6 feet apart from each other. Hey, it's crazy times. Crazy time. I'm just kidding about that. I have no idea what they're building over there. I think they might be building part of Pepperdine campus or part of Santa Monica campus. I forget exactly. Or maybe another mall. Not that we need another mall in Malibu. It's ridiculous. Who knows what they're building? I don't know. Pigeon pose. Relax and breathe. A few more breaths. Whoops. Alrighty. Alrighty. Just a few more breaths in this side, and then we're going to change sides. Go ahead and switch it. It's funny when you haven't slept, and don't tell this to my wife, but when you haven't slept for a month through the night, which my wife hasn't slept for 8, 9, 10 months probably through the night, just because the last couple of months of pregnancy, just you don't really sleep that well. And then this poor guy's been up, mostly, and if anything, if he just kind of, moves around a little bit, she hears him, I might not hear him. But for the last month, I've been kind of, on the team, on the midnight train for, or whatever, not the midnight train, the 4 a.m. train. And so when you finally get a full night's sleep and you wake up, you're kind of surprised, and you're like, I woke up at 6, I think, or something like that. Sort of surprised, going, what's going on? Oh my gosh, and then you're kind of tired, right? Because your body's like, oh, dude, and this is what I've been needing for such a long time. So, but hopefully our guy will be back on board, which will be nice for my wife. That will be good and make her feel more human these days. So just a few more breaths here, and as a reminder, because I know our Instagram friends will be leaving us shortly, we're going to do forward bend, and then we're going to go back, do a little plow, shoulder stand, twist, and Shavasana. That's the path that we take in our cool downs. And as a reminder, if you can support us here at our studio, then please do. You can go to 5pointyoga.com and find a way to do that. Just scroll down a little bit. There's 3 options, one of which is my Venmo. So you could just Venmo me directly as well at Teddy McDonald. And of course, that's only if you are in the financial place to be able to do that. That would be fantastic. A lot of people have, which has been helping a lot. And if you can't, I want this to be in the world for you so that we can all kind of move through this crazy time in life. You know, we're going to look back at this and we're going to remember it forever. That is for sure. So we'll talk about it just like we talk about the depression. Come on up and then bring the legs forward. But there's a lot of good news and there's a lot of silver linings. Oh, speaking of good news, have you guys found some good news, which is John, whatever, the Jack Ryan guy and the guy from The Office, I forgot, John Krasinski or whatever. Shake out the legs, reach the arms up and fold. He created this little YouTube show that has like 5 or 6, episodes, and it's called Some Good News, and it is really sweet and really funny, and he just kind of features like a lot of good news that's going on, you know, while all this bad news is happening too. So find it on YouTube. It's really, really cute. It'll bring a tear and maybe a smile to your eye, which we could all use, right? We can all use a smile and even maybe a tear. Maybe it's okay to cry a little bit and let go of some of that stress. Go ahead now, roll back, roll up, take the legs up and over the head for plow. Support the back, take the legs up. Legs wide, flex the feet. Bend the knees, soles of the feet together. Straighten the legs up and then down over your head slowly. Come on down. We'll take our final twist. Pull the right knee in. Give it a good squeeze. And turn and twist. Good, switch sides, same thing. We'll see you back here tomorrow. We're gonna do Shavasana and finish, but Instagrammers, we'll see you back here tomorrow, same time. Same time, different place, my backyard. Feet flop open, arms out to the side. Palms up, eyes closed. Take a nice deep breath. Inhale. Exhale. Totally, totally relax. Okay, bring your left hand to your heart center, right hand to your belly. Just take a couple of breaths. Nurture yourself in your heart center. Ground yourself in the belly. And then bend the left leg. Roll to your right side. Take a few breaths. And then make your way up to a comfortable seat. Sitting up nice and tall. Palms up, eyes closed. Couple breaths right here. Reconnecting with that place inside that's always calm, always relaxed, always secure, always stable. Good. Bring the palms together at the heart. Take a moment of gratitude. Gratitude for every breath. Namaste. Well done, everyone. Namaste. Thank you very much. Stay safe, stay healthy, support your local businesses, and we'll see you right back here tomorrow in my backyard. And of course, share this with your friends and let me know if you have any comments or questions or requests. I'm always happy to do what I can to make you guys happy. All right. See you tomorrow.